when I was not married yet, I attended Northview because I grew up in Pasadena and Altadena. That's where I grew up. So I went to Elliott Junior High over there in Pasadena. Elliott Junior High was very different than when I came over here. And then when my parents said, we're moving to Duarte, where's Duarte? Duarte wasn't even on the map. We didn't even know where that was. And so we're like, okay, we're going to go to a new place. So we, I got here, and where CarMax is, that was Northview. That was the old junior high. So I went to Northview, and it was a big school, and we had a lot of activities. I was in drill team. We don't have drill team anymore, but I was in drill team, believe it or not. And I was a cheerleader. Yeah. But the typical dress type, we were, it was jeans and stuff like that. Remember, I never wore pants. Never wore pants. Rain or shine, I was not used to wearing pants. It was dresses, skirts. That is it, typical. So everybody had their own dress style, okay? The school was different in the way that we didn't have a fence around. It was all opened up. It was all opened up. And even at Northview was the same thing. And when I came here to the high school here, it was all open. Campus was all open. We had lockers. We did have lockers. Some of us took advantage of the lockers and some of us did not. But it was different. It was different. We did, at that time, though, we did have a lot of violence. Yeah, I had a friend that died. But we had a lot of problems here with gangs. I'm not going to lie, we did have a lot of problems with gangs and stuff like that. It was pretty scary, but we still came to school. And I have a lot of memories from a lot of teachers here that, Mr. Douglas, our Spanish teacher, that we have our little monument right out my door. He was my Spanish teacher. He was actually my role model. En la escuela, yo comencé en la escuela de Northview. En Northview estaba donde está el dealer de CarMax ahorita. Y el Old Spaghetti Factory que tenemos ahorita, ese era el distrito. Entonces comencé allá, había muchas actividades para los muchachos y eso. Había muchas clases de electivas que no hay acá ahora, hoy en día. So había mucho. Después llegamos aquí a la high school y en la high school habían habían muchas electivas que no hay ahorita. Había para cocinar, la clase se llamaba Home Ec Economics. Había cocinar, cosían, diferente. Y para los muchachos había mecánica. So, realmente trabajaban en carros, en mecánica. Típicamente los muchachos se vestían, salió una moda, salió una moda, it was my phone, salió una moda de hot pants. Los hot pants eran shorts que se ponían acá, bien chiquititos. Esos eran los hot pants. Entonces, ese estilo, well, as I can remember, we were treated, we had some ups and downs because they lived in Rocktown. It's a low-income community and stuff like that. I was not treated differently. The only thing is that sometimes students in school would be cruel, and because we lived in the low end, they talked to us about Rocktown, and so they said, "Oh, you guys live in the boonies." And so we had to explain. So a lot of kids were criticized because they were living in Rocktown. I was personally affected in the way that because I was married. And why was I living in Rocktown? So a lot of people wanted you to explain why you were living there and all that, but basically, I didn't see any violence or anything because of that. Algunos estudiantes fueron tratados mal. Yo en alguna vez sí me dijeron que porque vivía allá, que porque esos muchachos están allá. Y dije, bueno, pero realmente nunca vi ninguna violencia ni nada por eso. Puede ser que sí haya visto, pero yo no vi nada de eso. The challenges that people face were being criticized because they lived in Rocktown as well. I was criticized a lot because living there, and also because everybody, when I left here, they already knew. I disappeared, so they didn't know where I was until people saw me in the community, because the community was small here. Duarte was a small area, so everybody knew each other. So everybody knew the news and everything like that. And so I would see my friends that I had in high school. I see them at Thrifties or, all the stores around here, and they would know that I left school because I had a baby in my hands. So they said they probably criticized me because I was pregnant. But I had to tell them, I said I was not pregnant when I left school. I got married, and then I had my child. But so a lot of kids were criticized because they live in Rocktown, because it was a poor community. But we didn't care. Los desafíos, mijo, era que, por ejemplo, porque vivían en la pobreza, según eso, porque vivían en Rocktown, había en la pobreza, no sabían realmente con lo que las familias estaban pasando. Había muchas familias que estaban pasando por muchas cosas. Y aquí en la escuela sí había muchos muchachos que criticaban a los que estaban viviendo en Rocktown. A mí muchas veces me confrontaron que por qué vivía ahí. Y en la comunidad, el Duarte era una comunidad muy pequeña, entonces en las tiendas pues se encontraban con muchachos que habían ido a la escuela, estaban en la escuela, entonces me encontraban con la niña en los brazos y luego dijo, tú te casaste porque estabas embarazada. Dije, no, yo no me casé, yo me casé y a los 9 meses nació mi niña. So querían explicaciones, ¿verdad? Pero nunca vi ninguna violencia ni nada de eso tampoco. Discrimination. In high school here in Duarte High, there was a lot of discrimination, and here at the high school, Hispanics were very high numbered, but we also had a lot of African Americans in here. Girls, those girls, when I was attending high school and I was engaged, I had a lot of trouble, but not only with them, I had trouble with the Hispanics as well. There was a lot of girls in here that were jealous because, they knew that I was engaged because they saw my engagement ring, and a lot of girls that I thought they were my friends did not turn out to be my friends. During that time, I know you didn't ask this question, but during that time, there were clubs. We had the UMass, we had the Mexican American Club. We had about 3 or 4 clubs, and because I wouldn't join their club, I got criticized. They pulled my hair. I mean, I was really, really bad. That's why I just wanted to leave before, but I didn't want to leave until December's vacation. PE. During PE, we had to sit in squares because that's how it was before. We sat in squares and then they called off our numbers. The girls in back of me would pull my hair. They would want to check out my ring. It was just really bad for me. And then we had chorus. I loved to sing, so I was in choir. So in choir, there were some black girls that always were waiting for me right there by the door, because even though we had lockers, I didn't take advantage of the lockers, and I should have. I shouldn't carry all my stuff, but I didn't. And I would carry my backpack and my purse. Well, they always knew that I had my purse, so they would always make me empty the purse out and then go in. So, and then they they take everything they want, my lunch money or whatever. So in that way, yes, we were discriminated in the Hispanics. But like I said, for some reason, those girls did not like me. The black girls did not like me. I was criticized for that. And also the Hispanic girls in PE, they didn't like me either because I wouldn't join their clubs. So either way, I think that's why I thought it was a good time to leave. So when this proposal came up, I left because I was really being, So that's discrimination that I saw that was going on. And then not just me, there was more. Trato injusto fue con los mismos muchachos que vivían acá, iban aquí a la escuela, porque la razón es el vestuario. El vestuario, el modo de vestir de uno y eso. A mí me gustaba la clase de coro, me gustaba cantar. Entonces había unas morenitas que siempre me esperaban ahí porque sabía que yo tenía dinero para el lonche o lo que sea, el maquillaje o lo que sea. Y yo casi no usaba maquillaje. So, me agarraban la cartera y me sacaban todo lo que tenía y ya me dejaban entrar. Hasta que un día dije, ya más, paro. Y ya no traje nada. Y el día que no traje nada, me golpearon. Ya.